talk about Jabuka.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Nice. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner? Ahoy there, YouTube! We're back again today for another Thoughts from the Corner here with my good friend Adam.
Hello.
And today I'm very excited to be checking out Jabuka from, they're probably named Jabuka Co. or something like that. This is a 2 to 8 player spelling game. It's going to come in this little patch right here. It's going to have a whole bunch of these beans. Now these beans, I'm going to get in close so you can see them, are really quite intriguing because every single one of these, I grabbed two of the same, can be modified and wiggled to make different letters, or in some instances, more than one letter. So this could be ba, but it also could be ung. And so what you're going to do is everyone's going to have two of these cool little magical coffee beans right here. You're going to set out all the words randomly in the middle, and then you're going to try and make words out of the stuff in the middle. But the thing is, you can rotate them, you can flip them, however you want to do it. And they actually have a decent amount of ways that you can do that. The other thing you can do is you can look at your opponent's or the other team's words, and you can steal those by flipping them, adding things to them, or doing some other various different shenanigans. Now, I played this twice now. Once 3 players, once 2 players. So we're going to be talking about it. Let's get into the room. What did you think? First thoughts of Jabuka.
I usually like these really abstract games where you're kind of putting things together and trying to, adjust things with your mind, flip them upside down and things. And man, I found this was really hard for me.
Yeah, I noticed as well. I was very pleasantly surprised.
Normally I'm like just killing you on that sort of thing, but God, you had it down, and maybe it's just a practice thing, but yeah, I had a lot of trouble looking out there and just seeing what I needed to do, and I liked that. I enjoyed it, there's a challenge, a puzzle to it, and that's really what you want when you're playing a game. And if you can do that with 4 other people, that's great.
I agree. The first time I played this, I played it 3 players, like I said, at my buddy's Brandon's house, and it went over pretty well. It was like one of those games where we got out like, okay, we'll see how this one is, because we get games that are about this size that are not about this good.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I legit think this is a good game.
Yeah.
I plan on keeping this game, and one thing I really like, as you kind of alluded to, is it makes your brain think differently. This game just makes you think differently because, this isn't just a J, this is an R. This isn't, that one actually is just an S. Yeah, that was just an S. But most of them are different letters. Yeah. And when you first start, it's like, oh, you're looking out in the middle. It's like, oh, make a word, make a word, make a word. But then as the well starts to get dry, you start to look around at other people's, and you're like, well, maybe is there some way that I can make this M or this E or this W into one of his words? And then you feel, it gives you really clever feeling moments when you steal other people's words because you've manipulated things, or as you did.
And they use it as an N, and you're like, crap, I thought that was a U the whole time.
Yeah. And one thing you mentioned that I thought was kind of unique was it's cool because when you make your words, you're looking at them the right way, but when other people make their words, they're looking at the wrong way, and they can kind of see different letter combinations that you might not have seen just because you're looking at it standard.
Which is that aspect that you can just... you can remake a word that someone else has and steal it. That's phenomenal.
You set me up one. There was one word left up there, and you just wait for me to get it so you can steal it. And I was like, oh.
Which I had previously done.
Yeah,
it was Mom and Wow.
One thing I will say is there is a little bit of timing. You have to know into this. This isn't the tightest game with like. And you might want to put some house rules on it, because one of the aspects is when you finally get to a point where no one can make any words, you all say flip, and then when everybody says flip, everybody flips over 2, and you get more letters. But I can see some people like really dragging it out and be like, oh, I'm going to look at every single thing. If you play with people like that, then you just
stop inviting those guys.
But in the end, put a number on Jabuka. 1 through 10.
I'm thinking like BGG ratings.
Yeah, well, I do. Listen, I do 7 good, 8 great, 9 spectacular, 10 out of this world, 6 okay, 5 meh.
I would say 8. I would say this is a great game. Here's what we haven't mentioned. The setup time on this is non-existent.
You dump it.
You literally just dump the bag out and you're ready to go.
That is nice. That is really nice as well.
So I think it's a great game, and it has tons of variability. You can play with a bunch of different people. The teams aspect you were talking about, I think that could be really fun.
Yes.
Especially, like, you could adjust it so that, oh, like, these 3 people think that they're terrible. Well, let's put them all together against one person.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's what we're going to do.
You really, you know,
one
I
thing
can see how you can adjust it.
One thing I'd like on the team aspect is you could just be in charge of just, like, looking at other people's words and trying to steal it. Because I thought, like, that was the most fun, was trying to steal other people's things. But yeah, I was like, you said 8, and I was like, dang, 8? Great. And then I'm like, I can play this on game night. First game of the night, last game of the night, no problem. I don't think anybody's going to bat an eye. I can play this with my kids as they get older. I can play this with family. It's what I like to call a chameleon game. I think this game is going to fit into a lot of different situations. It's compact. It's portable. You could take this to a restaurant. I think you'd easily do it. It does take up a decent amount of table space, but you totally could. And in the end, I think I'm with you. I think I'm an 8 on this. I think Jabuka is a great little spelling word game, and that kind of surprised me, but pleasant surprise.
Indeed.
Jabuka. And by the way, felt bag, real nice. Give the test. I'm not going to pull too hard.
You've destroyed so many things.
I'm not trying to. I'm just.
No, don't. See, it's already pulled. Don't
okay,
do it. Don't
but that was a good amount of pressure. Like, I'd say that was about as much pressure as a 10-year-old's going to put.
A burlap sack will last a long time.
I guess people know what a burlap is. Okay. Right. But if you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. Also, in the comments below, let me know, what's your most favorite way to eat potatoes? Gun to your head, you can only eat potatoes one way the rest of your life.
Well, fries, obviously.
Fries. Wait. Are we... No, steak fries, waffle fries. You gotta
okay.
Fine-tune this.
Goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna go with steak fries with seasoning.
Fries.
With seasoning.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna go with baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes. I do not like baked potatoes. This is the only kind of potato I don't like.
Yeah, this is a terrible question. I'm losing. I gotta get this sharpened before Gen Con. Let me know in the comments below what kind of potatoes you take. There's always. Oh, God,
what kind of potatoes do you take?